Making sure that I get them all really loose. I hate to be prying on this and find out I had one thread holding everything. That would just be a disaster. This one was loose. Didn't even have to fool with it. It had worked itself loose, evidently some. I would think it should be tight. So maybe that could be part of the trouble. I might be a little bit ahead of myself on these bolts because I am going to have to take both these positive terminals loose away from this box, I believe. And I will do that in just a second. Okay, that one's loose. Oh, very loose. Look at that. Very loose. 63,000. You know, maybe this is it. I don't know. There's my fuse puller right there. Okay, very good. It did come with it. The other day, the wife went to turn it on, got nothing. Just turned the key on, no lights, nothing. Did it 3 times. On the 4th time, it lit up, started. I attempted to get the same problem to happen again, repeat, and couldn't do it. I got out here, I jiggled some wires, I turned the key on, I got the lights, check engine light and all the other lights lit up, but the went to start it, no crank, nothing. The 3rd time, it cranked. Amazing. It looks to me now all I really have to do is there's 4 tabs. There's like one right here, and one on this side, and then there's 2 here, one here and here, 2 in the back, and then 2 on this side over here. It looks like you can push in. They have to be pushed in and then pulled up. This could be interesting. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do now and see if I'm correct on these cables. Incorrect. These little tabs here, I'm not able to push them in, but there are tabs on the side here. See if I can get the camera and tab right there. Tab right there. There's one in the back. There's one in the back here, and then there's one on the side here. So you just pull back on these tabs like this. If you have a little offset screwdriver, it helps. And then the one back here. And the one in the back, where is he? Right there. A difficult one to get to. This one you have to go by feel. Work your way around. Back to the front, back to the side, back to this side. That one's giving me fits. Oh, there's another one right here. Okay. Well, shoot, Sherlock. Okay, looks as though I am going to have to take these loose. I wouldn't say easier though. Working my way around. That felt good. Okay. And now this one maybe? Okay. Now we're back to the back one. A very difficult one to get to back here. Okay, got the back one. There. All right. Wow. Okay, this is what you have. I'm looking at these connections and I don't see any serious burning or pitting or any shorting at all. They you can see where they have been making contact though. So maybe that's a good sign. You can see that dust does work its way down into this box. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Zoom out a little. You can see the dust does work its way down into the box, and if the box has a chance to come loose a little bit, fine piece of dust gets in there. It only needs a millisecond not to make contact. They read in milliseconds and maybe 100 milliseconds, I don't remember. But anything just for fractions of a second that causes one of these relays or fuses not to make contact, it will, in my opinion, throw an error code. Okay, here are a few terminals that I've cleaned with some rubbing alcohol. There was really nothing on these terminals. Maybe a speck of dirt or something that I couldn't see. It looks like they had put some Loctite, a little Loctite on these bolts to keep them from backing off. A lot of good that did. Like I said, these all look the same. They look pretty good. I couldn't see anything that was worn. or shorted or arcing or anything. This is really difficult to do this right now, but what I'm going to do is putting some some dielectric grease on each of these terminals. This is a slow process, of course. I decided to just put silicone on these connections, not silicone, I mean dielectric grease on these connections, and decided to not do it on the fuses at this point. I want to do one step at a time as I go on this, and if that cures the problem, then I'll know that the fuses were not the issue. Okay, attempting to put it back together now. Well, the dielectric grease made it slipperier, which seems to have made it just slide right in. The connections are all connected. Let's start with the middle one first. Work our way out. That snapping you hear is this cover making a noise as it tightens down. It looked as though my wrench was hitting the side of the car, but it was not. Put that one down a little ways and come back over here. And then back over here. Yep, it's definitely making a snapping noise. Wow. There it goes again. Should start, there we go, snap, snap. And then the bolt loosens up a little bit too when that happens. Okay, and then it gets tight. Looks like it has to do something with these bolts making that noise. Well, I tell you, that's probably tighter than they were when I took it loose. Make sure these are all pushed down. And they are now. I'm going to go hook up the battery cable in the back to the battery and see what happens. Needless to say, she runs. There's no error lights on. The only lights showing are the gauge jar and tail jar lights because I have the rear hatch open and the door open. So that would be normal. Put these covers back on. There. Okay, well, time will tell. I'm gonna have to drive it a bit and see if any weird stuff starts happening again. And so this is Steve from Arizona saying bye for now.